Hey y'all, and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Amber, and on my channel we talk about affordable handbags and accessories. So if that sounds good to you, then stick around and let's hang out. Okay, so I was gone for quite a while from YouTube, and in that time I picked up quite a few handbags. But instead of trying to share all of those with y'all, I thought today I would share with you my 10 favorite handbag purchases of last year. So you get kind of a glimpse of the bags that I picked up and what I've been liking and all that good stuff. I'm actually going to share 13 with you because I have my 10 absolute favorites and then 3 honorable mentions that I'm going to share with you. So 13 altogether. Also, these aren't going to be in any particular order because I can't rank them from absolute favorite to least favorite of my 10 or 13 favorite overall. So, no particular order on these. Although I will save number 1 to show you my absolute most used bag of last year because it just was. Some of these were pre-owned, some of them I purchased brand new retail and they're still available for purchase now. Anything that I can find that is still available, I will number everything in the corner up here, and then anything that is still available for purchase or anything pre-loved that looks like a really, really good deal, I will link for y'all in the description box down below. So without further ado, let's get started. Should we do the honorable mentions first and then the top 10, or save the honorable mentions for last? Let's do those first. Alright, my first honorable mention has to go to my Coach Rogue. Is this the 25? I think. I can't remember the sizes, to be honest with you. So I think the Coach Rogue is a beautiful bag. I always have, but I've never purchased one retail because they're pretty expensive. I absolutely love this color. This is the Pistachio Green, and if you're familiar with the Rogue, then you know it comes with 14 different straps and all that stuff. You get 2 top handles that are fixed to the bag, and then you have 2 detachable shoulder straps, and then 1 longer adjustable removable crossbody strap. And then the bag design itself, you have an open compartment here, an open compartment here, and then a zip pocket in the center. And they're the straps. The skinnier ones are the shoulder straps, and then the thicker one is your adjustable removable crossbody strap. The shoulder straps, you have 4 D-rings, 2 on each side, so your shoulder straps attach to both, and then for your crossbody you attach it diagonally. And then there is no exterior branding on the bag, you just have this Coach tag that hangs on it. And then on the bottom it says genuine glove-tanned leather. Now, the reason I ended up picking this one up is kind of twofold. I was perusing the Coach Outlet website one day, and this was on there. I don't know if this was just a color that a lot of people didn't like, so it wasn't very popular, or if they just had an abundance of this shade. I don't know. But this one was marked way down, like half off. I want to say it was $2.50 or $2.25, something to that effect. And then it was also my birthday month, so I had another, is it 25% off that they give you? All in all, I ended up getting this brand new for about $160, I want to say. Don't quote me on that 100% because it's been a while since I got this. But I absolutely love it. I love the color. The size is great. I love all the different ways you can carry it. The only reason it's in my honorable mentions instead of my actual top 10 is because I've only used it once. It is a lighter colored bag and it's a smooth leather, and my life is just messy. So I've only used it once. I don't want to get it gross and disgusting. So since I haven't used it a ton, I'm going to keep it in my honorable mentions. But I do really, really like the bag. Okay, my other two honorable mentions are both dupes. So the first one is this little bag right here. So this is a dupe for the Toteme T-Lock Clutch, I believe is what it's called. And I found this one on Temu or Amazon one, I can't remember which. But this is such a cool little bag. It comes with a strap and it is detachable, so you can completely take this strap off and then carry this like a clutch if you want to. I have never done that and I will never do that, but the option's there. It has feet on the bottom, and then the way that you actually open this is like a little turn lock. You twist and then open the flap, and on the inside it's just one large compartment with a slip pocket at the back. This strap will adjust to go crossbody length, but I've been keeping it at the shortest setting because I like it as a longer shoulder bag. The strap itself, like I said, it will detach, but it's kind of a pain in the butt to take it on and off. So normally when I store my bags, I detach the straps and put them inside. For this one, I just kind of tuck the strap inside because it's too difficult to take it on and off, because the little rings sit inside there. If you can see that very well, I don't know how well I'm actually showing it, but they are extremely kind of finicky to get on and off, so I just leave it connected. But this little bag holds way more than I thought that it would, and it's just really cute. It's a genuine leather bag. I'm sure it's just a top grain, no pockets on the outside, but I really, really like it. So that is my second honorable mention. And then my third honorable mention, as I said, is another dupe. And I was blown away when I got this one, you guys. It is this little dupe for a Valentino bag. I don't know what the actual style is called, or if this is even a legitimate style that Valentino has. Now, this doesn't say Valentino on it anywhere. It just has this kind of V buckle right here on the front that's really reminiscent of the Valentino logo. But this little bag absolutely shocked me. I picked this one up on Temu, and as soon as I opened it, the smell of leather hit me in the face so hard that I couldn't believe it, because it said it was genuine leather, but you know, typically those leather bags from like Temu and Amazon and whatnot are just like a top grain leather. This is a smooth, I feel like this is a lot more high quality. It feels better. The stitching on this is impeccable. The top handle is actually structured. Like, this bag just blew me away. So I'll show you up close really quickly. You can see the leather and the stitching. It's just gorgeous. Like, there's not a single flaw on this bag that I could find. And it has, like I said, it has the top handle. And when you turn it around on the back, you have this slip pocket here. My phone does not fit in this because it is such a flat pocket. But you could put maybe like your most used card in it or whatnot. And then it just has a magnet, like a mag snap closure right here. But this mag snap is so strong that I've actually kept the bottom piece covered just so it maybe wasn't quite as strong. And then one of the smartest design features on this bag, if you can see, I typically will not do a bag where the strap is connected to the flap and then the flap is only supported by a magnetic snap, because all of the weight and pressure of the bag and everything in it is held on by this, the flap. But because this magnet is so strong, it's never bothered me on this one. But the sides of this bag go in, and so if they had put the D-rings on the side right here, whenever you try to connect the strap to it, what would have happened is it would have started rubbing against this top edge on the flap. So they put this piece of leather through here, and I'm sure this is just Valentino's design, not the people that made the dupe. But they put this leather strap through here and then put the D-rings on the end of it so that when you connect your strap, it sticks out just a little bit from the flap, and so you don't get that rubbing on the edge of it, which is such a good, just good choice. And then the inside is just one large compartment with a zipper pocket at the back. But, like I said, it does come with the longer strap. So I currently have it on the shortest setting, and I'll show you what that looks like. And this hardware also is super chunky and heavy duty, and just, it feels nice. The other thing that they did is, if you can see right here, these O-rings will detach as well. So if you wanted to carry this without the longer strap, you could just detach those so they weren't sticking out on the side if you wanted to. Okay, ignore my old sweatpants, but on the shortest setting for the long strap, this is where it hits on me, which is how I carried it when I used it, so that's why the strap is already adjusted to its shortest setting. But at its shortest, this is where it hits me crossbody, so that top handle is pushing up into my boob. But I'll adjust it all the way out really quickly, and I'll show you how long it'll go. And that's another thing. Even the strap on this bag is phenomenal quality. The stitching, again, is perfection. There's nothing out of place. It feels like it's real leather. It's just beautiful. The little keeper bit has the metal on the back to hold it together to keep it really nice and flush. The edge coating looks beautiful on it. I was just so impressed with this bag. But on its longest setting, this is where it hits me crossbody, which is perfect. This top handle doesn't push up into my boob. It sits kind of right at my hip area. It's great. It is such a good bag. I have no idea if this one is still available on Temu or not, because a lot of these really, really, really good dupes seem to show up there for a split second and then they're gone. But if I can find this on there again, or if I can find this on maybe Amazon, I will absolutely link it for you guys, because this one, I believe I paid right at $50-ish for it, and it was worth every single penny. So this is my last honorable mention. This one is only an honorable mention because it's a little bit more dressy and a little bit more kind of fancy than what I carry day to day. And even though I can get everything that I need in here with no problem, it's just a bit more elevated, I guess you would say, than what I normally carry. So I've used it a few times, a handful of times, but I don't feel like I've used it enough to put it in my absolute favorites from last year. But I love it, and I would recommend this bag to absolutely anybody. Okay, now let's actually get into my 10 favorites. First up is my Kate Spade Madison small duffel. So this is a current style on the Kate Spade outlet website still. It's not available in this green color. This was called turtle green. I think right now on the outlet website it's only available in black, cream, red maybe, and one other color. I can't remember for sure. But they threw a few of the colors on the actual Kate Spade retail site, and I know that they're a little bit more. So if you're interested, I'll go ahead and link both. Totally up to you. But this is just a small Boston style bag, and I love it. I'm not carrying a ton these days, and when I got this, it was just like the perfect size. You have your two top handles, no pockets on the outside. I think this is about 9 inches wide, 5.5 or 5 tall, and like 4.25 deep ish, maybe from memory. And then you do have the D-rings on each end where you can put your crossbody strap, because it does come with a crossbody strap. And the strap is plenty long enough to go crossbody on me comfortably. So I imagine it would fit most people comfortably, because what I tend to need as far as the length goes in a crossbody strap tends to cover most people. But your handles will lay down for the most part. I have this really stuffed right now, so they're sticking out a little bit, but they will lay down when you wear it crossbody. This is like a textured kind of Saffiano-ish leather, so it's really hardy, really durable. No feet on the bottom. On the inside, some of these have a slip pocket, some of them have a zipper pocket, I think. I've got a couple of these. I got this one in the turtle green, and then I got another one in the Kate Spade kind of monogram coated canvas in the black and white. And it's beautiful, but I love my little green one. I have used this an absolute ton. It's stuffed, like I said. I'm not going to pull everything out, but as a little crossbody, I usually carry it right around here. So it's not huge, but it holds all of my daily essentials. So that's number 10. Number 9 is a bag that I found on Mercari. I haven't picked up a lot from Mercari in the last year or two, simply because their fees went through the absolute roof. But I found this one on Mercari, and the seller sold me this bag for, it was either $10 or $12. I can't remember which one. So all in with shipping and everything, I was under $20. And this is a bag that I know retailed when it was brand new for over $300. And that was years ago, like in the early to mid 2000s, I want to say. Don't hold me to that, I could be wrong, but I think it was in the early to mid 2000s when this was brand new. So it was a Kate Spade retail bag back then that at that time was around $300-ish brand new, and I got it for $10 to $12. Granted, most people look at this bag and they would not think that this was a Kate Spade retail bag, but I absolutely love it. And it is this little nylon shoulder bag. So if you saw my Amazon designer dupes videos, I mentioned in those how much I've been loving single strap shoulder bags recently. And this one is, I just love it. It's just so good. Again, you know, if you remember my channel from days past, that I am a huge fan of a nylon bag. I love them. They are water resistant. I'm not going to say waterproof, but very water resistant. They're extremely durable. You can stain them, but if you go with the black or the darker colors, it doesn't show up a ton unless it's like grease or something, but you can basically wipe them off and they're good to go. So this little bag has 4 feet on the bottom, no exterior pockets. It is just a shoulder bag. And then this one did have a little bit of wear on it, but it was just on this zipper right here. If you can see, the paint is like chipped off of it, but I don't care. You don't even see the zipper because when the bag is closed, the zipper is recessed down in here just a little bit. So you don't even see it when you're carrying it. And other than that, the rest of the bag was immaculate. Like, no corner wear, no stains, nothing. And so I just wear it as a little shoulder bag. And it's not super thick, so it doesn't make your arms stick out or anything like that. But it still has enough depth on it, and the fabric has enough give to it that all of my essentials fit in here no problem. I do have this stuff just because I don't want it to completely kind of disintegrate, because while this fabric will give and move, it does have some reinforcement to it. So this top edge right here around the zipper, if you can see, this is really reinforced so that it stays nice and straight and doesn't just puddle in on itself, which I really like. And then there's reinforcement on the bottom down here so that the bottom doesn't sag. And there's a little tiny bit around the sides, but it's mainly around the top and the bottom, just so the bag maintains its structure. And I really, really like that. I like a bag that will hold its shape without being stiff. And then on the inside here, you just have one zipper pocket there at the back. But this holds everything that I need and more. I absolutely love it. I love a single shoulder strap shoulder bag. They are my jam. So this was number 9, I think. Alright, number 8 is a Rebecca Minkoff bag that I found on ThreadUp. I have picked up so many bags from ThreadUp over the last couple of years, you guys. Some of the prices on ThreadUp are absolutely outrageous. I have seen Kate Spade and Coach and Michael Kors outlet bags on there for in the range of $300 to $500, which is ridiculous when they retail at like between $100 to $200. Don't ever overpay for an outlet bag unless you just absolutely love it so much that it is genuinely worth it to you. But I would say for the most part, just don't do it. But if you take the time to search, there are some amazing bargains that you can find on there. And I would also say, don't necessarily go by the rating that they have listed for every single bag. I've picked up a lot of bags that said they were in good to very good condition. And when I received them, they're perfect. There's nothing wrong with them that I can find. But they'll say that they have some minor issue. And then I've also seen bags listed on there that say they're in excellent condition, like new. And if you zoom in on the pictures, you'll see stains and corner wear and all of that. So really, really look at those pictures. But if you've never purchased from ThreadUp, I do think that there is a coupon code in the description box that I have that'll save you, I'm not sure what percentage, but it'll save you some kind of percentage off of your first order. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Anyway, I found this one on ThreadUp, and I want to say it came in around $40-ish when I got it. And it is the Rebecca Minkoff Edie Maxi chain strap shoulder bag. I have it stuffed right now, so it looks like a cube with shoulder straps. Let me actually take some of the stuffing out and show you what it looks like when I'm actually carrying it. Okay, I left just a tiny bit of the stuffing inside just to kind of mimic my own items being in here. But I looked at this bag over and over and over when it was brand new on the Rebecca Minkoff website. I was just way too cheap and tight to pay full retail price for it. But that was also because in the photos and whatnot, like I said, this looks like a cube with straps. And I like that look. I loved how squared off it looked. But I also was unsure about these shoulder straps because they don't seem super, super long. And if this stayed as a cube and you had to put this on your shoulder, I thought there was no way it would be comfortable, or it would squish under my arm and then I would hate the look of it because it wouldn't maintain that really kind of cubey shape. But when I saw this one on ThreadUp for like $40-ish, I went ahead and picked it up just because I knew if for some reason I didn't like it, my mom would or somebody would. So I ended up realizing that after I got it, I put my items in it and I tried it on and it did. It squished right down under my arm. And I was like, well, crap, that's not what I wanted, you know? I wanted it to keep its shape. So I put a handbag organizer in here and that did help it stay more squared off. But the more I used it, I realized I actually like the look of it when it kind of squishes because it gives the bag like a little bit of a wing, but it still stays nice and square because of the piping around the edge and just the way it's constructed. It still looks squared off. And when it squishes in like this, then the shoulder straps are plenty long enough for me. So I don't normally like 2 shoulder straps. I prefer 1, but I just love this. When it kind of just squishes under your arm, it's really comfortable. It doesn't fall off of my shoulder or anything like that. It's not right up in my armpit or anything like that. So the shoulder drop was plenty long enough for me. And I just love it. It's so comfortable. Rebecca Minkoff does phenomenal leather bags, 100%. She uses really nice, thick leather. It's usually really soft. Like this one is a little bit puffy and padded. And her leathers are so nice. If you've never picked up a bag from Rebecca Minkoff, I would absolutely recommend the brand to you. The one thing about her brand is it doesn't hold its value at all on the resale market. So like with Coach and a lot of other brands, especially depending on the particular bag you're talking about, sometimes they will hold their value and sometimes on the resale market they'll command even more than retail price. Rebecca Minkoff typically doesn't. You can always find a deal on a Rebecca Minkoff bag. But that's good for us. I've never bought one brand new retail price. I always pick them up pre-loved because you can find them still in phenomenal condition for fabulous prices. But anyway, that's beside the point. Let me show you the bag. So one of her signature details, if you're unfamiliar, is this kind of dog leash clip. This is on a lot of her bags. This one obviously has the chevron quilting, and it doesn't look like there are any outside pockets, but there are actually 2. So this front pocket right here has a little mag snap, so you don't have to actually undo this dog leash clip. And then you have a big slip pocket right here. And then on the back, you have just a regular slip pocket. And both of these go all the way down to the very bottom of the bag. So they're really nice and deep. And then you have the Rebecca Minkoff logo plaque right there at the bottom. Now, these outside pockets were part of the reason that I went ahead and picked this up, because I looked at a bunch of reviews and some pictures up really, really close. And what I saw was that in here, I don't know how to show y'all this. Inside here, these chain straps are on really nice size D-rings, right? So I figured if worse came to worse and I hated these 2 shoulder straps, I could just tuck them in, one in the front, one in the back, and then I could take my own strap and connect it diagonally so I had that single shoulder strap that I prefer. And I did try that, and it was fine. It worked great. There were no issues with it. But I found that I like these shoulder straps perfectly fine. So I didn't end up using a different strap with the bag. The 2 things that I would caution against when it comes to her bags are, 1, if you get a bag that has this black hardware on it, it will scratch and it will chip off. There's just no getting around it. I have another bag that I picked up of hers that has this black hardware, and it is chipping and coming off. So if that's going to bother you, then avoid the bags that have the black hardware. The other thing is, because she does use these really thick, luscious leathers, her bags can be heavy. So if you have shoulder, back pain issues, that kind of thing, maybe try to find the weight information on whatever bag you're interested in before you actually purchase it, because they can be really heavy, especially because she uses those really thick leathers and she uses a lot of thick, chunky hardware, which can add a lot of weight too. But this was bag number 8, I think. Okay, number 7 is a bag from Coach Outlet. It's probably one of their most popular styles. I used to have 6 or 7 of these in my collection, but I currently only have 3 left because I did get rid of several of them just because I wasn't using them. But when I saw this particular model come up for sale, I jumped all over it, and I went back a day or two later to look, and they had completely sold out. I think this is a pattern that's pretty polarizing. You either really, really love it or you really, really hate it. And I, for one, really, really love it. So I'm talking about the Coach Rowan in the camo print. I absolutely love camo. I'm a country girl through and through, and camo is just a way of life where I live. So the Coach Rowans come in a variety of different colors, models, shapes, and not shapes, but sizes at this point. Sometimes they have a zipper pocket on the front. Sometimes the zipper pocket is on the back. They always have the 2 top handles. You can get these in leather or, like this one, in the coated canvas. Some of them come with a leather strap that is detachable and adjustable. And some, like this one, come with the guitar style strap that is adjustable and removable. So this one is in the kind of army green, and it has the Coach branding all along the strap. But I think everybody has seen the Coach Rowan at this point. We all know what it is. It's that Boston style bag. You have the exterior zipper pocket, the little D-rings on either end to attach your adjustable removable strap. And then on the inside, you have a slip pocket and a zip pocket. But I'll show you this print up close, because if you can see it, the actual, like, C Coach logo, or the monogrammed kind of coated canvas, is in the background. And then you have all these different shades of green that lay over top of it. I absolutely love it. I just love it. So this is one of my 3 Rowans that I have left in my collection now. But I need to speed this up or we're going to be here all night. But this is number 7, I think, unless I've lost count. The Coach Outlet Rowan in the camo print. It wasn't called camo. I don't remember what it was called, but that's what we're calling it. Okay, number 6 is a bag that I found on eBay, but it was still brand new with tags. And as soon as I saw it, I just had to grab it. And it is my Kate Spade Watson Lane Quilted Lucie crossbody, I think is what it's called. Okay, there's the tag if you are interested. But I came across this one on eBay. It does come with a longer adjustable removable strap. It's kind of like a guitar style strap, like a fabric strap, but I have it put up somewhere else. So I don't have it to show you at the moment, but it did come with it. And it's just, again, a little quilted nylon kind of like mini tote. This one doesn't have any pockets on the outside. You have the 2 top handles, and they will stay up, funny enough. You can absolutely push them down, and they'll stay down just fine. But the little kind of tab that they're on is leather, So it's a little bit stiff. They won't just fall down on their own, which could be good or bad. And then you just have a really smooth, full top zip closure. No feet on the bottom. This looks small, but it will hold an absolute ton. The only thing about this one is if you're not careful when you put all of your items into it, what can happen is that this just turns into a little football and just kind of blows up. So I tend to kind of pack it a little bit carefully, or I put a bag organizer in it just so it keeps its shape. And that's what I do more often than not. But on the inside, it is just one large compartment with a zipper pocket on the back. But I absolutely love it. It is so comfortable. The nylon is really, really soft and puffy. It's super, super lightweight. I love it. So this is number 6. Okay, number 5, even though, again, these are in no particular order. Number 5 is from a brand that I discovered last year. Actually, I probably discovered it before last year, but I finally gave in and purchased it last year. And it is my Clementine bag from the horse. So I talked about this in one of my Amazon videos, and I do love the bag. I have used it an absolute ton. I actually like it enough that I bought 2 of them. But there are a couple little niggles that I have with it that if I could, I would change them. But I can't. So it comes with an adjustable, removable crossbody strap that attaches to these D-rings right here. All of the hardware on this is silver, which there's only these little D-rings and then the clip and what's on your strap, which isn't very much. But they did come out with gold versions now, so if you're a gold girly, you can get the gold. Overall, it's a phenomenal bag. You have a top handle, that adjustable strap. The closure is hidden magnetic. It's a hidden magnetic closure. I can't talk. I have mine stuffed, but you can see the strap in there. And then on the inside, you have a zipper pocket and a slip pocket. I'm sure you've seen other people do reviews, but there's a zipper pocket back there. And then a slip pocket right on the front. When this isn't stuffed, it does this beautiful little slouchy thing, but getting the stuffing in and out of this is a little bit difficult, so I'm not going to pull it out. But no exterior pockets. When I use this bag, I hand carry it. I sometimes put the longer strap on it. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I throw it in the bag just so I have it in case I want it. But 99% of the time when I use this bag, I just hand carry it because I like the slouch and it's really, really comfortable. The leather on these bags is phenomenal. I will say by far that is probably the best. I will say it's tied for the best feature about this bag. The hidden magnetic closure and then just the quality of the leather. It's one of the best quality leathers that I've personally ever seen. And that's saying a lot because I have owned some very expensive top tier handbags in my handbag life, whatever you want to call it. But the leather on this is absolutely fantastic. So number 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 is my Clementine bag from the horse. Again, even though these are in no particular order. Okay, number 4 is a bag from the Kate Spade outlet. Again, I picked this one up pre-loved, however. I did pick up one of these when the bag style was current on the Kate Spade outlet website, but I never saw this one. And when I saw this one on Poshmark, I think, I could be wrong because memory's crap these days, but it was the color that sucked me in, and I already had one of these, the particular style, So I knew that it worked really, really well for me, and I snapped it up because it was such a good price. And I'm talking about the Kate Spade Darcy Small Satchel. So, like I said, it was the color that got me. This blue is just chef's kiss, perfection. So the Darcy has the two top handles that will lay completely flat. There are no exterior pockets on this bag, but I'm not somebody that needs an exterior pocket, so that's never bothered me. You have 4 feet on the bottom, and then you have this recessed zipper. It does have a little tail on it, so you can open it up better, but I always tuck it in because I don't like it sticking out. On the inside, you won't be able to see this again because I keep it stuffed probably, but there's one slip pocket down in there. And then the other side has this Kate Spade kind of plaque logoing inside. And then it's just one big, large open compartment. And it does come with the longer adjustable removable crossbody strap that clips onto your D-rings right here. This is just a really beautiful, classic, everyday kind of satchel style bag. It holds absolutely everything that I need. It has a really good, deep base on it. And then where your strap connects on either end instead of these handles, it sits really nicely as a shoulder or crossbody bag. I love the color. Again, it's in kind of that Saffiano leather. And this type of leather is nearly indestructible unless, you know, you're scraping it up against a brick wall or something. But the color is just, it got me, you guys. And I have used this bag many, many times since I received it, and it still looks brand new. So, absolutely love this style. Would recommend it to anybody. If you're looking for these on the pre-loved market, do be careful though, because there was a Darcy small satchel and a large. So if you want something bigger, there is a bigger model. But if you want this size, which I think this one's about 11.5 or 12 inches wide. Let me check that. Okay, I'm glad I checked. It's not that large. It's about 10.5 inches wide. And then the larger one, I think, is maybe 13. I don't know. Don't quote me. But check the measurements. Get whichever size you prefer. But these are just a great everyday style. And these handles, these are one of my favorite features on this bag style. They're a thinner rolled handle, so they're just extremely comfortable when you hand carry this bag. And it has plenty of room to get up on your elbow. It's just a great, great everyday satchel style bag. Okay, number 3 is a Michael Kors bag that I found pre-owned on eBay again. I did recently see this exact bag for sale on ThreadUp, however. I don't know if it's still available, but if it is, I'll link it down in the description box because it's the only time I've ever seen another one of these since I purchased mine. But I just loved the look of it. And I like Michael Kors in general, but they're not my favorite brand. Or he's not my favorite brand. However you say that. But when I like a Michael Kors bag, I really, really like it. And this one, I'm just crazy about it. I love it. And unfortunately, I can't tell you what it's called. It's a Boston bag, or a Boston style bag. So it's like your Speedies and kind of like the green Kate Spade that I showed you. And I just loved the look of it, the pattern and the print on it. So I'll get up closer and let you see. So you can see the background of it is that kind of cream and gray, just MK print, like their signature monogram logoing print. This is a coated canvas with the leather accents. It has the studs around the little patches here for the straps or the top handles. And you have the little clochette. But it was this blue floral all over it that really got me. I just loved it. It was super, super simple, but it gave the bag just something really pretty. Right here on the end, you have the Michael Kors branding. I have no idea if this was a retail or an outlet bag. Probably outlet, but I'm not sure. But I love the studs. I love the floral. The coated canvas on this is very smushy and malleable. Again, I have it stuffed. But you have your D-rings on either end, right there and right there. So it comes with the longer adjustable and removable strap. This goes crossbody on me perfectly fine. And the straps, again, will lay flat. I just have it super stuffed. But I like to wear this one either hand carry over the crook of my arm, or I just throw it on my shoulder. But it's not a huge one. This one is about, let me measure it. It's only about 9.5 inches wide. So it's not a huge bag, but it's about 6.5 inches high. And then you've got about a 5.5 inch depth on this. So even though it's not super big this way, it'll hold an absolute ton. And then again, it's got those rolled handles. So those are really, really comfortable. It's set on a navy blue, base, or that's the trim color with this one. I'm not a huge navy person, but I just thought this bag was absolutely beautiful. So when I saw it, I grabbed it up. So that is number 3, the Michael Kors, I don't know, we'll just call it floral Boston bag. Okay, number 2 is another Kate Spade. I just realized that half of my 10 bags that I've shared with y'all are from Kate Spade. So it's fair to say I'm a pretty big fan of Kate Spade handbags. Anyway, I saw this one on the outlet website and I kind of hummed and hawed about it and I missed it. It sold out before I ever had the chance to pick it up. But I couldn't get it out of my mind. So I went on the hunt for it on the pre-loved market and I found it on eBay. I went through the listing. I confirmed with the seller because there were 2 versions of this bag. There was a smaller size and a larger size. I wanted the larger one. So I confirmed with the seller that this was indeed the larger of the 2 because that was the one I wanted. And I was a little iffy on the pictures because it looked like it might have been the smaller one, but I wasn't sure. So I confirmed with her that it was the larger one. Bought it. Got a great deal on it. Bought it. She sent it out to me, and indeed it was the smaller one. So I went on the hunt for it again. I just kept the smaller one because I thought, I have a daughter, and I thought, well, how cute would that be for a mommy and me kind of bag? I'll have the bigger one, and she'll have the smaller one. And so anyway, went on the hunt for the larger one, ended up finding it, got an even better deal on it than I did the smaller one. And the bag I'm talking about is the Kate Spade Rosy Large Bucket Bag. Or I think this one was just called the bucket bag and the other one was the small bucket. So I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but here's the smaller one that I ended up with first. So this one is my daughter's and this one is mine. So the reason that I hesitated about this bag for so long was because it was a bucket bag. And I never thought of myself as a bucket bag person. But I realized it was because I just hadn't found the right bucket bag yet. And as far as bucket bags go, this is probably one of the only versions that I really like. And what I'm referring to is an actual cinch style bucket bag. Bucket bags that have a zip top closure to me aren't really traditional bucket bags. They're more kind of like just an oversized north-south style shoulder bag or hobo. So cinch bucket bags were never for me because the majority of them didn't have any additional closure. And I don't like the idea of just a cinch. I know that they'll stay closed and all of that. It was just something in my mind that I couldn't get past. I didn't want a bucket bag with a cinch only. So when this style came out, and I realized that the larger one had the hidden magnetic closure, I decided that I wanted it. That's when I decided that I wanted it. So this particular line, the Rosy line, comes with this fabric guitar style strap, which is really comfortable. It's a little bit wider than what I would normally prefer, but it works fine with this bag. So I throw it on there whenever I use it, but I put this strap on it. And this is what I tend to carry. This was a strap that I picked up on Toteme ages ago. And it's like a black and white paracord with the gold chain, or the paracord's woven through the chain. And I love it with this bucket bag. I just throw it over the crook of my arm, or I just hand carry it. I can get it on my shoulder with this strap as well, but it's just a little bit high up for my liking. But I've done it plenty of times just because I love a single shoulder strap. But I love it. I just think that this little additional strap makes this bag everything. It's casual, it's fun, it's just a little touch of whimsy, I guess. But the bucket bag style is phenomenal. No feet, no exterior pockets again. It's just a big hole. You have a zip pocket and a slip pocket on the inside, which you probably won't be able to see because I put the smaller bag back in there. But you have that zipper pocket along the back. Yeah, y'all can't see that. But just take my word for it. You have a zipper pocket and a slip pocket in there, and then it's just one big, large, open compartment. This is a throw and go for me. I just chuck everything in it, and I take off with it. It's a pebbled leather, so it's really durable, really hard wearing. I have dropped this bag. I have thrown it across my vehicle. I have put groceries in this bag when I was only picking up 1 or 2 things. Y'all know that I am a huge fan of a black bag, and with this additional strap on it, it's just become one of my absolute favorites. This is probably, I didn't do this on purpose, but this is probably my second most used bag of last year. That is just how convenient it is. It's easy to use. It's kind of open on the top, but you have that added security of the hidden magnet. It's huge, so it holds everything that I need. It's a really great quality, durable, pebbled leather, so it's nice and soft and smushy, but it still holds up. It's a great size. I just love it. So the Kate Spade Rosy bucket bag was my number 2 favorite handbag purchase of 2024 and my number 2 most used bag of 2024 and probably into this year. Okay, and we finally made it to number 1. So if you stuck around this long, then put me a blue heart emoji in the comments down below, because I know I get chatty and my videos last forever. So if you've made it here, you're a real one. Me and you're a real one. Okay, so number 1, we finally made it. This is, without a doubt, my favorite handbag purchase of last year because it's also my most used. I love everything about it. I love the look of it. I love the materials that it's made out of. I love how easy it is to use, how comfortable it is to carry. I love the capacity of it. I just love every single thing about this bag. And I am so very tempted to order another one in a different color or kind of style, I guess you would say. But I have so many bags already that I'm finding it really, really hard to justify another one, even though I want it so badly, because I have loved and used this one so much. So this is a bag, again, from the Coach outlet, and it is the Laurel shoulder bag. But instead of just the plain leather version, I got the rivet version. Now, I did manage to stumble upon this one when it was on sale, so I got it for a hell of a deal. Like, these retail at $199, I think, and this one I ended up getting right around 50% off, like right at 100. And I love the look of it. I love these rivets. Nowhere on this bag does it say Coach. Like, there is no little plaque or embossing that says Coach anywhere. It does have the little hang tag that says Coach, but if you don't know what those two C's, like that design is, then you would have no idea that this was a Coach or Coach outlet bag. But I just love the way the rivets look. I love hardware detailing, and they're so cool. This is in a silver hardware, so the rivets are all silver as well. And then the base material, if you can see it, is this really, really soft pebble grained leather. So I didn't realize when I ordered this that it was going to be so soft and slouchy. I do have it stuffed just a little bit right now, but whenever it's not stuffed and my items are in it, this middle section just slouches right down until it hits my things, and I wear it as a shoulder bag just like that, and it is so incredibly comfortable. The size is perfect. It holds all of my essentials, everything that I need and more, but it's not heavy. It's super lightweight. I have enough room to put extra things in my bag, but it's not so big that everything just swims around in there. I just love it. It also comes with the adjustable and removable longer crossbody strap, but I've never used this strap with it. I always just use the shoulder strap, and it is made of that same soft pebbled leather, so you can see how malleable it is. It's just so, so comfortable. I love everything about this bag. It's more than just a plain black bag, even though I absolutely love a black bag. I love that this one has the black base, but it has the rivets on it to give it a little bit more dimension. It just makes it a little bit more interesting to look at than just plain black. I just adore it. On the inside, you have that slip pocket and that zip pocket. It's just a fantastic bag. I, again, would recommend this to absolutely anybody if you can get away with like a medium-sized bag. This is what I would call my perfect medium size. And again, they're super, super lightweight, so there's not a ton of additional weight before you even put all of your items in. The leather is awesome. It's just so daggone good. And this shoulder strap you can remove if you prefer the longer strap or the crossbody. You can easily take this one off. You can put both on at the same time. You can take both off and use your own strap with it, however you want to do it. I just love and adore this bag. So my absolute favorite handbag purchase of 2024 and my most used handbag of 2024 is my Coach outlet Laurel shoulder bag in the rivets. So that's it. That's my 10 plus 3 honorable mentions favorite handbag purchases of 2024. I hope that y'all have enjoyed this. If you have any comments, questions, or you just want to say hello, then as always, leave me a comment down below and I will get back to you. If you all want to see more of the bags that I have picked up since I have been gone, then let me know and I'll be happy to do that. If you want a more kind of in-depth review or what fits on any of the bags that I shared in this video, then let me know that as well and I'll be happy to do that. If you want to see a video about the bags that disappointed me last year, the bags I purchased in 2024 that disappointed me for one reason or another, then let me know, because I do have about 6 or so of those. I'll be happy to make that video and show y'all the bags that I really thought I was going to love, but they ended up kind of falling flat for one reason or another. But anything that y'all want to see going forward, let me know. I'm way out of the swing of making these videos, so ideas are not coming that quick to me right now. So anything that you'd like to see, let me know. If you want to see more of the designer dupes and inspired bags that are available right now on like Temu and Amazon, if y'all really like those, let me know, because I have probably 50 more that I can share with you guys. So I have several more videos I can make like that. But anything that you want to see, just let me know. Leave me a comment down below and I'll be happy to do that whenever I have the time. So yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for spending some of your incredibly precious time with me today, and I will see y'all in the next one.